Fall is around the corner, and what can I say? I'm a fall fashion girly. I love fall fashion. It's my favorite season for fashion. So excited to talk to y'all today about fall 2023 trends and how you can make them wearable for your everyday life. If you're new, hi, my name is Jessica. I make videos about affordable fashion, lifestyle, beauty, and travel. So if those topics sound like something that you are interested in seeing more of, definitely consider hitting that red subscribe button. I would love to have you join my little YouTube family here. You can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok, where I share fun fashion inspiration daily. I've got what I think are the biggest trends for this season, and I will have some awesome, affordable, and very wearable options so that you can incorporate these into your wardrobe. And even if you're not shopping for anything, maybe they'll give you some ideas of ways that you can use what you already have to sort of adopt these trends. Something that I've noticed in the last several fall seasons is a lot of the trends are things that I already have in my closet. So I really love that because it makes it so that I don't have to really go out and grab anything new. Of course, trends don't have to be followed, and you absolutely don't have to like any of these. Let's get into it. If you've been doing any sort of reading about the trends this upcoming season, you already know what I'm gonna say. It's red. We are seeing red. Red is such a huge trend, and I feel like red has been a trend even throughout the spring and summer seasons also. A couple years ago, it was that Kelly green color that was everywhere, and now it's beautiful, bright cherry red. This is probably the easiest thing to incorporate. Most likely you have something red in your wardrobe already. I know that I definitely do. Red is a color that I absolutely love to wear just because it's so bold. It's very eye-catching. Like, if you want people in the room to notice you, definitely wear red. It's a power color. Some people say that they can't wear red, but I think it's all about finding the right tone for you that goes with your skin tone. So whether that means more of a blue toned red or more of an orangey toned red or something in between, just finding that hue that looks good on you. Another common misconception is that people say redheads can't wear red. I think that is completely the opposite. Red looks great on redheads. Stunning. I mean, look at Jessica Chastain. Killing it. The great thing about this is you can incorporate it however you like. If you don't want to wear like a full red dress or a sweater or pants, you can just grab a red handbag or a pair of red shoes or a red accessory of some sort, and you can incorporate small bits of red if maybe your style is a little bit more muted and more neutral. Red goes with really all the neutrals, and it can add such a punch of color to an otherwise neutral toned outfit. Number two has to be the return of the peplum. The trend cycle is moving a little bit too fast for my liking. I read an article the other day that said that the 2010s fashion is about to get a resurgence. I don't feel like we've been having enough of the Y2K for long enough for us to now be moving on to the 2010s. And personally, this might be controversial, but I think the 2010s fashion is worse than the Y2K fashion. I cannot go back to wearing chevron print everything and wearing those owl necklaces and those statement necklaces. I still have my J. Crew one, not gonna lie. Will I ever wear it again? Probably not. I guess I should never say never because I eat my words a lot when I say that. I kept it mostly for nostalgic value, but I'm getting off the point. Peplums are coming back. Yes, the peak silhouette of like 2010 to 11 is making a resurgence, but it's definitely got more of an update this time. So you're seeing these silhouettes on the runway that have a peplum, but it's more of a really cool structural sort of look. Whether it's something that's cool and sculptural looking or something that just kind of goes in at the waist and then flares out slightly, they also kind of consider that to be kind of a peplum. I do think that peplums can be kind of flattering because especially when they come in at your waist, the smallest part of you, and then they flare out a little bit, it can sort of create sort of an hourglass sort of look that can be very flattering, make your waist look smaller, and possibly hide any sort of areas you might be insecure about in your stomach area. So that is the positive thing about peplums. I was very not enthused about it when I initially read that they were coming back, but when I've seen the interpretations of them on the current runways, I think it's very fresh and modern, and it does not at all give me the ick that the former iteration of them in the 2010s gave me. Speaking of things that give you an hourglass frame, the next trend is more of a silhouette, but something that we're seeing on a lot of the runways, and I am so excited about it. It is the return of the hourglass silhouette. A lot of the looks that we have seen in recent years have been sort of just like oversized things, baggy, but a lot of the fall runways featured a really beautiful silhouette in which you are accentuating your waist and sort of creating like those curves. I think this is so amazing because as an hourglass framed person, that is the silhouette that looks the best on me. A lot of times these really baggy, oversized silhouettes just don't really do much for me. So the way that this is really sort of taking shape in the fall 2023 trends is a couple different ways. I noticed like really large belts being worn over things to sort of bring the outfit in at the waist, blazers or coats that sort of button there, that sort of create that more snatched waist, that sort of flow out from there. Bustier inspired things that are kind of giving that look. So this is just such good news for me. I'm excited because I just love emphasizing my curves, and as much as I loved like sort of playing with the oversized androgynous thing, at the end of the day I really do like a more feminine shape. The next trend I'm calling power suit dressing. Suits never really go out of style. Suiting never goes out of style. It's very classic, but from every couple of seasons it gets sort of a refresh in the shape, in the look, and right now it seems like it's very inspired by like 80s. Think big shoulders. Pinstripes are huge right now. Boxier blazer silhouettes. If you saw Margot Robbie's outfit that she wore to one of the Barbie premieres where she was day to night Barbie, if you think like the outfit that was like the day part of the day to night, that like big, boxy, strong shouldered blazer that she wore with the hat, it has definitely a very 80s-y kind of feel to it. Very working girl, if you will, if you've ever seen that movie, which I'm sure many of you have. And if you haven't, oh, put it on your list right now. Such a good movie. Another sort of corporate dressing thing that I saw a lot of was like white shirts with a men's tie. I know, crazy, but I'm kind of into it. It's super fun, and I saw like a lot of different interpretations of this, from like more of a feminine look to just very androgynous or more masculine looks. Really embracing the power suit vibe this season if you are into suiting, which I really am. I love me a good suit, so I'm very excited about this trend. Another trend that I am fully into that I think really plays into what I was talking about earlier with the hourglass shape are full skirts. I have had the most beautiful full red skirt in my wardrobe for years, ever since the 2010s, and I'm so excited to pull it out because it satisfies two trends this fall season, which is red and the full skirt. Now, it's easy for a full A-line skirt to sort of fall into that kitschy 1950s sort of look. So in order to avoid that, it's really important to style these with just more modern elements to give them more of a fresh vibe. So whether that's with like a graphic t-shirt or like a small crop top, maybe a blazer over the top, just finding ways to make it feel fresh and not like you're dressed up like a 1950s housewife is key, but definitely have fun with it. I love a full skirt. They're so feminine, and again, like it does play into that hourglass shape because it does nip you in at that smallest point, your waist, and then it flows out, so it really creates more of that optical illusion with the fullness of the skirt. It makes your waist look smaller in comparison. I love optical illusions when it comes to fashion. They're awesome. A couple trends in jackets that I saw. The first one, which what seems to be everywhere, is the long black coat. I know it sounds basic, but apparently like it's all about the big black coat, which I am all for because really this is not like a trend. It's only that it's trending this fall season, but this is a piece that really anybody should have in their wardrobe because it's a classic. It's a thing that you can wear year after year, and it never really goes out of style. Right now it's definitely having a moment because so many runways featured the long black coat. They're sleek, they're very chic. You can wear them casual, you can wear them over like the dressiest outfit. So it truly is a great piece to possibly invest in this year while it is popular and there's a lot of options out there because it's trendy, but it is something that I think you will have in your closet for years to come. The next trend that I'm absolutely loving, Gothic glam. So with this, think Wednesday Addams, but all grown up. This is so fun. Fall is definitely a time to embrace like more moody fashion aesthetics, in my opinion, and this Gothic glam look really leans into that. So when you're looking for things for this trend, both in the stores or possibly in your own wardrobe, you want to think black with black and white, like black lace, Peter Pan collars, anything that really evokes that Wednesday Addams sort of moody Gothic girl look is going to be right on par for this. I do love color a lot, but I am definitely a fan of a dramatic vibe. All for the Gothic glam trend because it's both feminine and dramatic at the same time, and I think the silhouettes really lend themselves to really fun looks. Another big trend this fall winter that is going to be so much fun to play with is metallics. Specifically, metallic silver I think is like the biggest one in this trend that I have seen the most of, but metallic gold, I also seen a lot of metallics in like bright colors. I think this is going to be a great alternative this fall season to wearing sequins. Even though sequins I think are something that never really goes out of style, sequins as a trend was something that was pretty big on the fall winter runways for the last like several years, and so now we're sort of starting to see like different sort of takes on that. So instead of sequins, it's more about this like liquid metallic or liquid metal kind of look. So that can take the form of like a shiny metallic fabric or maybe a metallic faux leather, but also have fun with it. There's some stuff out there that I've seen that looks like it's almost chainmail. I actually personally just got a dress from Miu Miu's that looks like a silver chainmail dress that has so much potential for layering and making really cool outfits with. Just a lot of really cool pieces out there that you can sort of incorporate. If you're not really super big into like a full-on metallic look, looking for shoes that are in a metallic or a handbag is a great way to incorporate the trend on a smaller scale and sort of dipping your toe in to see how you feel about it, and then maybe going for something bigger down the road. Next trend is like a combination of normcore, quiet luxury, and stealth wealth. Very like plain Jane on the surface, but it's sort of a back to basics approach to dressing, you know, just having really good quality basics and wearing them together in just really nice casual outfits. It's nothing super fussy or dressy or over the top crazy, but when paired all together just looks really good. So think like a good pair of leggings with a gray hoodie with an oversized blazer thrown over the top, or a great pair of jeans with a crisp white button-up shirt and a trench coat. Just thinking in terms of those basic classic outfit combinations and going with that, because it kind of plays into the whole quiet luxury trend, which has been huge, which if you're interested, I just did a video about a brand called Keats, which is an incredible brand if you are into the quiet luxury look, but you don't have like a luxury budget. They have beautifully made classic wardrobe staples at insanely reasonable price point. So I'll put that video up here and down in the description box if you want to watch that one next. I love the idea of this, just going back to basics, just putting together good classic looks. Doesn't have to be fussy, doesn't have to be like something splashy, but they just look really good on because they're tried and true. Going into a sub tier of that quiet luxury trend is white button-up shirts are trending this fall and winter season. We pretty much probably all have this. If you don't have one, at least one good one, then now's the time to get one, because they're definitely a piece that is trending on the runways, and I love how they showed just this classic, very basic wardrobe staple incorporated into so many different fun looks for different occasions. In one case, it was paired with this sequin skirt and like black leather gloves that looked so glam, but then on the other hand, you could wear one with like a black tie and trousers, and everywhere in between, there was some designers that took the idea of a white collared button down and made it like this really cool twist on it into like a dress. So it's really taking this classic staple, truly showing just how versatile. I love this because we probably all own one of these. This is one that I have several different versions. This one's like more sheer, which I think is really fun and kind of flirty to sort of let like what's underneath peek through. Another trend that has been sort of a trend for a while is lingerie as clothing. It's definitely something that I've noticed on the fall winter runways for a while now. It always seems like it kind of changes a little bit, but this year it's sort of being interpreted in like lacy camisoles or slip dresses that look like they could be nightgowns, but they have that sort of lingerie sort of look with like a lace trim, bustier accents. Obviously we've been seeing that for quite some time now, and I'm really glad that that's still going strong because I love that look. Or like dresses that have a lace trim on them, just anything that sort of evokes lingerie. Runways and a lot crazier ones with just like straight up underwear just being displayed under sheer things. I think in order to make that a little bit more wearable, like how I'm doing right here, my sort of sheer-ish button down with my little lacy bralette underneath sort of like peeking through is a great way to sort of do the lingerie as fashion trend because you can kind of see it. The shirt's not so sheer that it's like basically see-through, but just like a hint of that. So there's definitely ways to do it where it doesn't feel like you're exposing too much or you look like you just forgot to get dressed that day. Those are what I think are the more wearable trends of 2023. Definitely comment down below and let me know what you think about this season's trends. Which ones were your favorite? Which ones will you absolutely not take part in? I really would love to talk to you guys about it and have a convo down in the comments. So please jump down there and say hi. As I mentioned, this brand Quinte is amazing if you really like quiet luxury or just like good quality made basic staples at an affordable price point. I did a little haul of some of their items here, so you can go check that one out next. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll see you over here. And if not, I'll see you on the next one. Bye!